Good evening. We would like to call this meeting to order. At this time, I ask that you all please rise as we undergo the pledge and invocation by Commissioner Lonnie Baldwin.
Would you please join me in the pledge of allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, one nation, under God, liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Ms. Green.
Dear God, we thank you for this day. God, we thank you for allowing us to come together one more time. And for that, we say thank you. Lord, we ask you to touch each and every one here tonight, God. Touch them in your own God-like way and bless them, Lord, as you see that they're standing in need of blessing. And we'll be so grateful to give thy name the praise. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Baldwin. Thank you, Ms. Green. At this time, we have the adoption of the agenda. Are there any changes to the proposed agenda?
Yes, Chairman. I need to pull number 7, climate change adoption. Mr. Jacobs could not be here due to the sickness of his child.
Thank you so much. We definitely send prayers for his child's quick recovery. If there are no other changes, is there a motion to approve the agenda with that one change?
Chairman, I motion to adopt with pulling number 7.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion been made and properly seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The agenda is adopted. Up next, item 2 is the consent agenda. We did have one change to the consent agenda. Item 2B, I believe Commissioner Lonnie Baldwin had a replacement name for number 5. Commissioner Baldwin, do you want to state the name that you would like to add in the place of that name?
I'd be honored to miss her name, Miss Patricia Lyons.
So for item B5, 2B5, please replace that name with Patricia Lyons.
Mr. Chair, could you read out all 7 names for us, please?
So the 7 names for the designation of the Voluntary Agricultural District Advisory Board: number 1, Stephanie Carter; number 2, Marvin Frank; number 3, Gary Hendricks; number 4, Matt Slocklear; number 5, Patricia Lyons; number 6, Bill McGugan; number 7, Robert Wright Jr. So with that change, we will finally approve these names to move forward. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda with that one change?
Chairman, I motion to approve the consent with that one change. I'll make a motion. I'll second that motion.
Motion been made and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. That item has been approved. Up next, tax collector's report.
Feel like Christmas to me.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman and members of the board. Total collected for the month of November current year was $682,773.43 at an 80.82% rate, compared to an 80.32% rate last year. Prior year's collected was $146,441.18 at a 27.92% rate, compared to a 24.17% rate last year. Total collected for the month of November was $829,214.32.
Just give me the percentage one more time. That is that the tax collector
Current year?
this year, right now.
80.18.
80.8.
Thank you so much for the very important work that you do. Thank you, Ms. Dudley. Item 4, tax assessor's report and releases. Ms. Manning.
Good evening, Chairman, members of the board.
Good evening.
Tonight, release amount tonight is $55.85 for Congress through USA 4.
So I motion we request that released. Second motion.
Motion been made and seconded to approve that release. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you so much. Up next, item number 5, resolution authorizing the advertisement of an offer to purchase surplus property. Clerk to the board, Glenn McGugan.
Okay, the first one is on Bass Road. It's one that was just declared surplus. And, tax value $4,110. And minimum bid $3,114.96. And that is the amount that was the bid we received. The second one, Sheer Lane, Mr. Frank, the person bidding on Bass Road was his friend. Mr. Frank is doing a Sheer Lane. It's been on the books for a long time, and although the tax value is $5,320, the minimum bid is $4,044.21. He's bidding $2,500, which is just slightly less based upon the policy that we can collect 75% of the minimum bid.
And repeat that again as far as the policy. What's this say?
The policy is we can, after something's been on the books for as long as this one's been on, like, since 2015, 8 years almost. And we can collect 75%, or we can accept 75% of the minimum bid. And that works out to be like $2,900, and he's bidding $105.
Okay. So item B isn't within policy this time, is that right?
It's slightly less.
Okay. At this time, is there a motion to
Mr.
approve?
Chair, no, I would like to separate 5A and 5B
Sure.
and tackle those separately. I have a question for Madam Clerk. Okay, now this one is brand new. This one is November 21st, 2022, Bass Road.
Correct.
The tax value is $4,300, and the bid amount was $3,114.
Correct.
Is that consistent with what we normally do or not?
That is. We're asking, the amount of the bid is equal to the amount of the minimum bid.
Okay. All right. Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we approve Bass Road.
Second. There's been a motion to approve 5A and properly seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Item 5B, if this is not within policy, I would ask for a motion to set it aside so that Mr. Frank, if you would like to understand that number. I think the clerk has the number of what 75% of the minimum bid is. We would like to get this off of our books.
We need to get back in on the tax rate.
So it's been on our books since 2015. So
Yeah, Mr. Frank, he's here as well,
okay.
Chair.
Yes, sir.
But I think all of us agree that, you know, it's been declared surplus in 2015, and it needs to get back on the books.
Right.
And the policy, and I'm gonna turn my attention to the attorney, the policy is at 75%, according to Madam Clerk.
What I'd suggest, just to maybe kind of push this one along, is approve it on the condition that the minimum bid's raised from $2,500 to $3,033.16. And that puts us in a position where
Repeat that number.
$3,033.16. And if Mr. Frank raises his bid to that amount, then we don't have to come back before the board. That's correct.
If we don't, then that's when it goes.
Right.
Okay, sounds good.
So I like that idea. So in the event that he does raise the bid, then it can go out for advertisement for upset bid.
That's correct.
All right. So Madam Clerk, you got that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you know this conditional approval is with him increasing his bid to the allowable amount, and once that is done, it can go out for advertisement.
So we need to make that motion?
Yes.
Okay, I'll make that in the form of a motion, and then, Mr. Frank is here, and Madam Clerk, you can give it to him as soon as possible.
Second. Motion's been made and properly seconded for that conditional approval. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you so much. Item 6. Declaration of surplus equipment, Sheriff's Office.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Sheriff's Office number for you today, we have a number of pieces of equipment that are surplus. They design for organics, no longer in working order, because more than half the design. So I'll motion surplus.
Thank you so much. Is there a second?
Second motion.
Motion been made and properly seconded to surplus. We've had time to review those items, and we agree that they should be surplus. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Moving on to the news number 7. Presentation of Pay Child Day Report, DSS Social Work Program Manager, Ms. Erica Sampson.
You got 2 hours.
2 hours. Board, I've come to you this evening to present the, 2022 Child, Fatality Report. A little behind the purpose of the Child Fatality Prevention Team is to access to records of all, juveniles who reside in the, in our county, Hoke County, under the age of 18, whose fatalities were not due to natural. The team is responsible for identifying and to reduce preventable child fatalities, identify any gaps or deficiencies, and make recommendations or changes to laws, rules, and policies that support the safety and healthy development of our kids. There were no gaps identified or deficiencies on fatality year 2021. Keep in mind that since the onset of the pandemic, there have been delays with counties receiving necessary documents from the North Carolina Medical Examiner's Office. And for 2021, there were 2 fatalities that was carried over from the fourth quarter of 2020.
What age are those? Between 1 and 18.
So, for calendar year 2021, we had 13 in all, 2 from 2020. So, when I broke it down for age and the children, we had 2 infants. Those infants were 4 months. Cause of death was unspecified cause of death. We had 2 infants. One was 4 days, one was 12 days. Cause of death was prenatal condition. We had 1 toddler. Cause of death was healing. We had 1 child, 5 years of age. This one from 2020, died in an auto accident. We had 1 child, age 6, died of an illness. We had 1 child, age 6, accidental discharge of a child. We had 1 child, age 8, died of birth defect. This was a death from 2020 as well. 1 child, age 15, cause of death was unspecified cause of death, but seizure disorder. And we had 3 teens, age 17, 17, and 16. One was in an auto accident and 2 died in a carbon monoxide.
I was in the home.
So Hoke County will continue to partner with our community partners as well as the health department. Giving attention to increased family planning services, promoting early introduction to prenatal care, and increased care coordination resources for families living with positive drug screenings. Any child that is born at birth with a positive on analysis, it's a mandated report for child protective services. This year, we do get a small amount of money from the state to help purchase things, and this year the health department was able to purchase bond blocks and include packing trays. So that's
You said blocks.
packing trays.
Okay, what's
Packing trays is like little cribs, packing trays,
okay.
portable cribs,
Okay.
and firearm blocks.
Okay, been so long since I was young,
So that concludes the calendar year 2022 presentations for top departments.
Thank you so much, Ms. Erica Sampson. That's an annual report that we receive annually. Definitely not something we look forward to, but it's important that we know and understand the state of child fatalities in our county, as well as looking for opportunities and to review them to see if there's any way that in the future we can prevent them. So I appreciate the work that you and your department has done over the years. Good to see the Director of the Department of Social Services here today, Mr. Terry Stanton. Good to see you. Board members.
Thank you so much. Certainly, I encourage that we do all we can to.
Great report, great report. Copy.
Thank you. Up next, manager's report.
Thank you. We had a really good retreat. But I just want to make everyone aware that for January, our meetings will be held on January 3rd. We do not have our meetings on the Monday, there's a holiday. So it will be January 3rd, which is that Tuesday, and also January 17th, because we're also out on Martin Luther King's holiday. The county will be closed this Friday, December 23rd, and we're also closed Monday and Tuesday for the Christmas holiday, okay? So the county will be closed and the employees will be home. Solid waste will be opened they'll be closed on Friday, they'll open back up on Saturday, they'll be closed on Christmas, and they'll open back up on Monday, because we can't be closed those many days for solid waste. So we've worked that out for business meetings, that they'll be open so that we can get the trash out of the county. So we've worked that out also for the county, okay? Because if not, we'll be backed up. So we've worked that out to make sure that we're open for the citizens of Hoke County. And that will be posted on the website when we're open, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much, County Manager. We appreciate that report. Up next, Chairman's report. I just want to say that the retreat, I believe it was very productive. So we met in a small room, probably the 1/4 size of this, for what was 9 hours? A 9-hour meeting. Well, we were able to get into the real specifics of some of the things we look forward to in 2023. Looking really deep into HATS, transit system, parks and recreation, and some things that we would like to do in the future for Hoke County. One thing that I really enjoyed was the tour. The county commissioners in Mecklenburg County organized a tour for us to tour their aquatic center, which is similar to the one that we're preparing to open. And if we took nothing else from it, I think we're going to lower the cost of admission. And just specifically because we went to Charlotte and did that tour, we're looking at lowering the cost of admission. So it would have been one price, but because of that tour, it's going to be less. Because I think we're all in agreement we should be paying the same thing they're paying to go into an aquatic center in Charlotte. So I think it was a very productive retreat. And at this time, I open the floor to the board members who all also attended the retreat. Any other closing remarks?
Mr. Chairman, mine is that I wish everyone a great, safe holiday. Take care of yourself, eat plenty, be happy, and return back to work healthy.
I will echo that from Commissioner Lee and also from you, Mr. Chair, that the retreat #1 was a success. I'm looking forward to the low-income housing project that we're trying to work on for our citizens. I get calls every week about housing, affordable housing for our seniors. So that's a great need. I'm looking forward to creating some type of program or service by first quarter next year. So I think that the retreat was very valuable. HATS, we're going to improve HATS. Parks and Rec, we're going to make sure that's a full service facility. So I think 2023 looks very bright for Hoke County. And I do like Commissioner Leach, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Commissioner Baldwin, any closing remarks?
Yes, I'd like to put a special wish out to all the employees of the county to have a very safe and prosperous Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Baldwin.
Mr. Chairman, give me the honor to make the motion of the last meeting this year.
Is there a second?
I second that motion.
Motion is made, properly seconded. But before I carry the motion, I do see a school board member, Gil, in the audience. I've spoken to the superintendent, about us having another joint meeting, the full county commissioner board and the school board, in January, so that we can, receive an update on the high school project. I recognize that there are some, new members that come on the school board who needs to be, called up on the progress of that project, as do we. And so, please be on the lookout. We'll probably send out some information to see what's a good date for all 10 board members, which that's fun, trying to figure out what day works good for all 10 of us, but we'll figure that out very soon. The motion been made and properly seconded to adjourn this meeting. I thought we were gonna be at 8 o'clock, so I'm a little bit sad to carry it out.
You better carry it. Thank you.
All those in favor say aye.
Ah.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. I heard somebody else say aye. Hey, thank y'all for coming.